And now, Lightning will explain another in the line of katanas featured in PSF.
Hello, once again! It is I, Lightning. Today, my segment will be about two katanas, Sand and Yasha. Yes, that's right. Finally found a Yasha! Now then, starting with the Sand, created by Yoon, 1963. This sword is quite long, and steals the enemy's hit points. Next up, Yasha. This katana is very rare. It was made by Kikoku, 2018. This one is of equal stature of Sage, with the same special. So why am I telling you of these two? Well, it's because these have great hidden power. Even though they were made by different people at different times, they work in perfect synchro with one another. How, you may ask? Well, I'm going to show you. First though, Adam here is going to show you the stats on these katanas.
Notice the different stats between the two swords.
Now, I will show you the true power of these swords. The Merc! Press start and go into the item menu. Then, make sure you equip the sword with the highest percentage. Then click the one that's not equipped. The use option should be there. Then press use and you will have one of the strongest weapons. The Sand and Yasha.
Notice how the twin swords have kept the higher percentages from the single sword.
I hope you all enjoyed this segment as much as I did. So with that, I bid you farewell.
I'm going to go trade in some photon drops for something that may prove useful to me. You can come along. Principal Tyrell is Hopkins' real father, but rather than be bogged down with a son that would easily send you off to find his head if it weren't stitched to his torso, he has handed him off to this collector, a freak named Paganini. Paganini delights in giving his surrogate son crap that he can't even use. But what does it matter? Hopkins will undoubtedly misplace whatever it was that was given to him within a few moments of reaching the surface of Ragol. The Phonum uses a heat sword in Ultimate, showing a true indication of being a fool. Here we see a wonderful example of Hopkins lying through his teeth. Must we be forced to believe this? Apparently not, as Paganini himself is having some doubts about the claim Hopkins is making. But before we are forced to endure more of Hopkins' shenanigans, we are given a list of options that Paganini will accept in trade for some photon drops, or photon spheres. I will cover more of the use of photon spheres in another episode. Right now, I am just looking to trade some photon drops for a photon booster. Shut up! At the end of the trade, Paganini will give some hint towards some crap that I probably usually already know about, and then I leave. This is the magic water. It combines with both the plantain leaf and the Phantasy. The end results for both are different. In both cases, you must be at least level 100 to combine the items. With the plantain leaf, you must also have 630 MST or more to create the plantain fan. With the Phantasy, you must have 690 MST or more to create the plantain huge fan. The plantain fan will differ from the plantain leaf at about negative 130 ATP, negative 3 ATA, and plus 25 MST. The plantain huge fan will differ from the Phantasy at about plus 20 ATP and negative 7 ATA. This is the parasitic cell type D. It combines with the stink frame to create the first of the virus wares. In order to get the first combination, you must be at least level 54. The first combination will create parasite ware Derol. The change from the stink frame is about plus 80 DFP and plus 85 EVP. At level 66, you can combine another cell type D to the Derol armor to make Nelgal. The change from Derol is 25 DFP and negative 15 EVP. At level 89, you can combine another cell type D with Nelgal to create Vahula. The change from Nelgal is plus 10 DFP and plus 15 EVP. At level 156, you can combine yet another cell type D with Vahula to make Lafutiria. The change from Vahula is plus 85 DFP and negative 10 EVP. This is the Barrel Photon. At 600 plus ATP, a character can fuse this on S. Barrel's hands number 0 to create S. Barrel's hands number 1. It will add 124 ATP to the weapon. Here we have the Magic Rock Heart Key. At level 131, it combines with the Spirit Garment to make the Love Heart, adding on 96 DFP and 48 EVP. At level 123, it combines with the Invisible Guard to make the Safety Heart, adding on 91 DFP and 178 EVP. It can also create a magical piece, a weapon used by force characters. These are the things you can add to it, and the requirements for them, along with the final stat bonuses. They all demand at least 800 MST. Here's the blue-black stone. It merges with a fully ground Monkey King bar at the minimum level of 100 and base ATP of 800 plus to form one of the most dreaded and hated weapons in the game, the Black King bar. The stat bonus is plus 160 ATP and plus 2 ATA. Plus 2. Oh boy. Last but not least, for good stuff from Paganini, we have the Photon Booster. As with the Heart Key, this merges a number of items to make upgrades. Unlike the Heart Key, there is no level requirement to make the final product, only an ATA requirement. At 181 ATA, it can combine with the Panzer Faust to make the Iron Faust, adding 62 ATP.
At 164 ATA, it can combine with the flame visit to make the burning visit, adding 172 ATP. At 162 ATA, it can combine with the frozen shooter to make the Snow Queen, adding 82 ATP. At 160 ATA, it can combine with the Mazer Beam to make the Power Mazer, adding nothing. All of these weapons must be ground fully before a merge is possible. You can trade photon drops for these synthesis items in the Gallon Shop quest online. Each synthesis item will cost a certain amount of photon drops. It's a good idea to start small with the guy, not carrying all of them that you have, since he will only give you the option of trading them all or trading none of them. Some of you may have read info about something called God Equip. God Equip allows any character to equip armor and weapons of any type. Today, Sandro and I will show you the secret of the God of Equip misconception. Here we see Sandro. He is unequipped right now, but wait until you see this. I want you to see that I am not cutting this in any way. The way that God of Equip works currently is due to the servers being out of sync between the players. So even though I see a certain item as one thing, he will see it differently. Such as this rabbit wand here. I see this as a force weapon only, but he is seeing it as a weapon that he can use. So right now, this is a server error. We not only see an incorrect weapon, we also see the incorrect weapons animation. This mistake will appear not only in games, but also in the trade window and on the floor of the ship and levels. This happens quite often, but is rarely publicized as a lot of people think it's a cheat. Once again though, it is not a cheat. So when people who claim to hack say that they have found this, it is largely a blatant lie. Show us those attack animations again. Now we will put on what I see as the Marina's bag and combo with that. Even the special attack is correct for the incorrect item. Please demonstrate for us, Sandro. Here we are again, back on the ship. Sandro and I see every item here differently from each other. In order to correct this unseeked servers, you just have to leave the game and then come back. You will then see what the other person did the entire time. Thank you for watching episode 6.